for his additional accomplice language.
Correct.
Yes. So that brings us down to the bottom of page 8, which is defendant's choice not to testify. Thank you.
My son is...
Right. And the state is fine with, I mean,
Holloway competing in the division in which many people actually believe he will do his best work going forward. Dustin Poirier in the blue trunks out of the southpaw stance. Max Holloway is in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Well, Dustin clearly reached another level once we moved up to lightweight, and many expect that this is the weight class where Max is going to physically be much better. It was a nice leg kick right there by Poirier.
A lot of people feel this is Max Holloway's weight class. You know, I mean, obviously it's hard to say he isn't because he's the champ. But they feel like at 155, without depleting himself so much, he may even be able to take that cardio to another level, which is crazy to think about.
And he was saying how much energy he had during this camp, how much easier this cut was.
How's he going to deal with the power of Poirier? Poirier has said now that he's struggling to even make 155.
Right,
he's so big.
right.
Well, he looks big. He looks wide.
Big old back.
Yeah. And that's where all that power is coming from.
Poirier had what amounted to a 13-week training camp in Florida. Nice flurry there from Dustin.
We're seeing some good leg work right off the bat by Poirier. Really chopping at those legs of Max Holloway.
Poirier closing a plus 200 underdog tonight.
Oh, good left hand by Dustin Poirier right off the bat. He thinks he's got Max hurt. Oh, Max clipped him.
But
Max hurt. Good left hand by Dustin.
A plus 200 underdog tonight.
Oh, good left hand by Dustin Poirier right off the bat. He thinks, oh, good left hand by Dustin Poirier right off the bat. He thinks he's got Max hurt. Oh, Max clipped him.
But you got to be careful with a guy like Poirier.
Oh my goodness, Poirier's in trouble.
Poirier resets, about 2 minutes gone by here, round one. Holloway loads up on the left hand.
Those are some good shots that Holloway got off on Poirier there.
Nice left hand and then a right hand straight up the gut.
Oh!
Massive
He
right
hurt
from
him.
He's hurt
Poirier!
bad.
Oh, Poirier's all over him. Dustin's got him hurt.
When you've been in fights like this with Justin Gaethje, you know, Poirier's coming with it. Oh my goodness, these boys are going at it.
Holloway still firing offense back.
These boys are going at it.
My goodness.
Holy smokes. We can't possibly have another one.
Oh,
he
big
hurt him
right
again.
hand. Poirier with big power.
Jeez
Max is in
Louise.
trouble. Max is in trouble.
He's having a tough time seeing the strikes of Poirier right now.
Oh, he hurt him
Another
again.
huge right.
Holy
wobbly.
smokes. Max has to grab. Max can't just fight.
But his style is to do this.
He can't just stand there in front of a big, strong Poirier, because Dustin's not going to waste the technique. He'll find the shots.
But Dustin's looking to close the show here. And Max is trying to stay in the pocket and land counters. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that left hand.
That Dustin Poirier is a phenomenal boxer. But how about the chin of Max Holloway? He's still standing.
Incredible. He's been stunned more in this round than in any fight in recent memory, including the Conor McGregor fight. This is probably the most we've ever seen Max hurt.
Big deep breath from Poirier, who's already landed 40 significant strikes in round one.
He hurt him again,
He
bro.
hurt him again.
Every time he's landing, he's hurting Holloway. Max is struggling a little bit with the power of Dustin Poirier.
Well, yeah, that's what the American Top Team guys were saying all week. Huge power edge.
Huge. I mean, we're really seeing it here.
And remember, these are two guys that fought the same weight class. You know, like Dustin was a 45-pounder. Max has got to gather himself up to try to slow the rush of Poirier.
Oh my goodness, again.
That one bothered the right eye of Max Holloway. Nice land by Holloway, backing up.
He's just getting caught so often and so clean. We're just not used to seeing this from Max Holloway. And so often and so clean. We're just not used to seeing this from Max. He's just getting caught so often and so clean. We're just not used to seeing this. He's just getting caught so often and so clean. We're just not used to seeing this from Max Holloway. And he's trying to get it back. He's got that championship mentality, but the way he's trying to get it back keeps putting him in danger.
And Poirier said he didn't feel like Max had that one-punch knockout power. It's always from an accumulation of him beating up on the guy.
And that right eye starting to swell for Max Holloway.
Oh.
Big first round for the underdog.
Breathe. Slow it down, Max. Slow it down. Slow it down, Ivan. Slow it down, Ivan.
Breathe, relax. Hey, you're going straight back defensively every single time. Okay? Let's move tight angles. You don't have to go wide angles. Tight angles. Literally hug your shoulder. Come right around. He throws up. Hug it tight. He needs space. He sets. He pushes. Okay? Hey, stop this guy.
This is some of the beautiful work.
He pushes. Okay? Hey, stop this guy.
This is some of the beautiful.
Sets. He pushes. Okay? Hey, stop this guy.
This is some of the beautiful work from Dustin Poirier. Look at that. Straight left to the body. Dip. Kick outside. Right here, look. Dip. Boom. Straight left hand. I mean, just the fact that Max Holloway's still standing is crazy because Dustin carries so much power that lands a big right hand over the top. He hit Dustin Poirier with massive shots in that round.
Dustin Poirier landed some huge bombs in that round. And that was probably as good as we've ever seen Dustin look. He looks like he has prepared. Probably as good as we've ever seen Dustin look. He looks like he has prepared perfectly for this championship match. He looks like he has prepared perfectly for this championship match.
You ready?
That said, he was not able to get Max Holloway out of there. We'll see how Holloway responds here in round two.
The corner Max Holloway is asking for tight angles. They said he's moving too big as he's evading. But if you're Dustin Poirier, for as good as you feel right now, you know that you got to do this for 25 minutes unless you get Max Holloway out of there.
Yeah. And we don't really know how badly Max was hurt, right? How much has he recovered? Good
Holloway
shot to
pretty
the body.
active, yeah, round 2 early. Again, Holloway lands to the body, now goes up top. Poirier continuing to mix it up well on the feet. Holloway splits the guard with a right hand.
It's the activity of Max Holloway. This is gonna be the power of Dustin Poirier.
I like how Holloway's mixing it up to the body. And again, he's really trying to take some of the wind out of Dustin Poirier's sail. Southpaw now, switches back and forth effortlessly.
Max does that really good. He'll be mid-combination and he'll switch stances.
Dustin just swung for the bleachers there.
But after hurting Holloway so much in round 1, if you're Poirier, shouldn't you slow down a little bit instead of expending so much energy, because Max is always gonna be there.
Oh, nice
elbow
elbow.
inside.
Beautiful.
Mike Brown continuing to call for a level change out of the Dustin Poirier corner.
Don't spit at him, Dustin. Let's go.
Blake Grice warning Poirier for spitting in the direction of Holloway.
Snappy left hand. Snappy left hand.
Poirier does a really good job with that high guard. He doesn't really get hit clean. He's blocking a lot of the contact that Max is making. The body shots are landing, but up top, he's doing a good job of rolling.
Spit at him, Dustin. Let's go. Don't spit at him, Dustin. Let's go. Don't spit at him, Dustin.
Level change out of the Dustin Poirier corner.
Don't spit at him, Dustin.
Call for a level change out of the Dustin Poirier corner.
Don't spit at him, Dustin. Let's go.
Blake Grice warning Poirier for spitting in the direction of Holloway.
Snappy left hand.
Poirier does a really good job with that high guard. He doesn't really get hit clean. He's blocking a lot of the contact that Max is making. The body shots are landing, but up top, he's doing a good job of rolling and keeping his hands high.
Holloway gets caught on the way in, but he has started to close that gap. There's the level. Holloway gets caught on the way in, but he has started to close that gap. There's the level change, or at least a takedown attempt. Poirier now 0 for 2.
Holloway clapped at him.
Both men just so in their element in a fight. Holloway lands. And just so in their element in a fight. Both men just so in their element in a fight. Holloway lands. Poirier expended a lot of energy trying to get Holloway out of there in round 1.
Yeah, he did.
Good kick to the body by Holloway.
And you can never question the cardio of Max Holloway. He's always going to be there. Fighting at the same pace. He melted Anthony Pettis just with his pace and pressure.
Fingers at his eye. Watch the fingers. Let's go.
We do have to remember that that was the only fight.
Watch the fingers.
He melted Anthony Pettis just with his pace and pressure.
Fingers at his eye. Watch the fingers. Let's go.
We do have to remember that that was the only fight, or one of the only fights where Pettis tried to make 145, and it was a brutal cut for him.
Nice counter from Poirier, but Holloway certainly the more active guy in this second round.
Yeah, he's having a much better round.
Oh, he just got clipped. He got
hurt
rocked
again. But again, like, Poirier hurts him, and
he just got clipped. He
got
rocked
hurt again.
Oh, he just got clipped. He got
hurt
rocked
again. But again, like, Poirier hurts him, and then he expends all this energy trying to finish.
But he looks calm now. He's being technical. Oh, good right hook. The difference in power is very clear.
Seemed to be a lot more sting on the Poirier. Oh, he's big one there.
That hook was bad.
Seemed to be a lot more sting on the Poirier. Oh, he's big one there.
That hook was bad. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
So some big power shots late in the second round for Poirier.
In a round that Max was doing really well in.
And that right eye increasingly could become a problem for Holloway as we get deeper in this fight.
Dustin Poirier is a savage. Both of these guys are just savages. Holy smokes. What did we do to get two of these in one night? What did we do to get two of these in one night?
Well, this card is as advertised. That's what's going on.
Jeez Louise.
Hey, much better round, okay? Much better round. So we gotta stay with touching him up, okay? My guy. You're right. Hey, you're doing a great job, okay? But he needs free stuff. He's waiting, okay? You just gotta stay on that work coach. You can't slip up with him. He's waiting for that one mistake, right? Yep. Screen that guy.
Hey, he's just countering, and he's hitting with off-speed.
Just go underneath. He's there for you, okay? Just sit up. Basic stuff. Things. 112. Double jab, nothing, and he's there for you, okay? When he's rushing, get over there. To me, it's always that. You catch him right away. So whenever he's rushing, 3-2, bro. 3-2.
When you hurt him, take your time. Don't get reckless. Hey, you're cruising to a victory. You just got to be careful. When you hurt him, take your time. Don't get reckless. Hey, you're cruising to a victory. You just got to be careful. Be focused. When you hurt him, take your time. Don't get reckless. Hey, you're cruising to a victory. You just got to be careful. Be focused. Be focused.
Back elbow. The back elbow is there. Believe it. Round three.
This is already the second most significant strikes that Max Holloway has ever absorbed in 20 UFC fights. 99 have landed for Dustin Poirier through the first 10 minutes.
I think they're the most significant because we've never seen him hurt like that before. Even though he might have been hit more by Ortega, it was never this kind of impact.
No, he was never rocked. This fight, he's been rocked 4
It was never this kind of impact.
No, he was never rocked. This fight, he's been rocked 4 times already in 2 rounds.
And so Max Holloway had a lot of good work in the beginning of that round, but the work that Poirier did towards the end, in my mind, eclipsed it.
Well, yeah, when you get hurt so badly,
clearly he won that round.
It's hard to score a round for you.
But meanwhile, he had a significant strike advantage up to that point. Oh, a counter right hook.
Holloway's coaches recognize that. They go, he's just countering. But Max can't stay on the outside because that's not his fighting style. Holloway's fighting style is to pressure and overwhelm you. But every time he tries to incorporate that right now, he's getting stung and having to go on the defensive.
And he just doesn't seem to have the same kind of power. He's an overwhelming volume striker, whereas Poirier is stunning him with every big shot. Striker, whereas Poirier is stunning him with every big shot.
And Poirier, most didn't think he could match the volume. He's been the more busy guy. 191 total strikes thrown by Poirier.
Ooh, big kick to the body. Nice combination there by Holloway.
But even think about the 2 crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at 155 pounds.
With giant
Alvarez, the Gaethje fight, he's been in, even think about the two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, but even think about the two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, but even think about the two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at 155 pounds. With Alvarez, the Gaethje fight. But even think about the two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at 155 had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight. But even think about the two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at 155 pounds.
with giant punches.
Yes, with big punchers and big dog fights at 155 pounds.
With giant punches.
Yeah, Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights. Two crazy fights that Poirier had with Alvarez. The Gaethje fight, he's been in those dog fights at 155 pounds.
With giant punches.
Yes, with big punchers and big men.
Both Alvarez and Gaethje are huge punchers. Gaethje are huge punchers. Alvarez and Gaethje are huge punchers. Stung him again.
Nice head movement defensively there by Poirier.
Again.
I mean, just boxing, Dustin is just so crisp.
Daya Davis in his corner has to
Nice right hand by Max.
And
Another one.
Good counter there by Poirier, though. Poirier is not slowing down.
And he's long, too. He's the shorter man, but has the longer reach and has found the target with great efficiency here tonight. You see the head strike picture, 106 already landed for Poirier.
I think that's what it is, John. Like at 45, Max is long, and he's fighting a guy that has that same type of long reach, and he's landing. He's just not landing as effectively at this point.
Nice jab from Holloway.
Holloway's having a little bit of a hard
Yes,
time with his right eye.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Both guys landing right up the middle now, under 2 minutes here, round 3.
Yeah, he's swelling up. That right eye's closing.
Oh,
There's a right
nice.
hand by Holloway. Thing is, even when he's landing, he's not stinging Poirier the way Poirier's hurting him.
No, I know. You just see the different effect the punches take, even from the jab.
Oh!
There was a good left hand.
But Max is landing. See, this is Max's type of fight, though. He's going forward. Volume.
But he's just not used to absorbing punches with this kind of power.
No, for sure.
And Mike Brown is begging for a level change for whatever that's worth. Holloway's volume now.
Holloway pouring it on. Oh,
Flying
beautiful
knee.
knee to the body. Pouring it on. Oh,
Flying
beautiful
knee.
knee to the body. Holloway pouring it on. Oh,
Flying
beautiful
knee.
knee to the body.
Poirier in on the legs of Max Holloway here.
For as good as Max fought, he needs to avoid this takedown. Poirier cannot finish this. This was a great round for Max Holloway. And if you're Dustin Poirier, you don't waste the energy trying to secure this.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt.
Excellent elbows.
Poirier, you don't waste the energy trying to secure this.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt.
Excellent elbows.
Holloway tweaks the angle there to avoid the 12-6. Final seconds, round 3. Looks like Poirier's going to ride out the rest of this round. Wow.
Join 1.5 million users on Twitch and get ready to put your game face on. Get it today, on the App Store.
Download this app today. Get it today, in the App Store.
Woo! This is when Max normally starts to come on.
It's all rounds. This is all rounds. Hey, you're getting the angle out every single time, but now we gotta throw that right kick. You gotta let it go, okay? Weird. I know, but when he dips out like this. Okay. So throw it up high. It's fine. Okay. He's bracing. Okay? That'll make him keep that left hand at bay a little bit more. All right?
And here we see Dustin Poirier with a nice straight, look at that, right jab, left hand, right hand. And now Max coming on strong towards the end of the round. Connects with that. Here's a right hand, a couple of lefts and a right. He's piecing them up here towards the end of the round. The volume by Holloway towards the end of that round, where Poirier was still looking for those big shots.
Already 125 strikes absorbed to the head by Holloway. But if the stools are any indication, DC, he appeared to be the fresher guy after round 3.
Yes, John, Poirier did some good work, but Holloway